When do you usually have your first cup of coffee? Is it the moment your eyes flutter open, or perhaps after you've taken a moment to stretch and greet the day? Many of us have made a habit of starting our day with a steaming cup of coffee, using it as a wake-up call to our senses. But have you ever heard of something called caffeine tolerance? It's a fascinating concept that explores how our bodies respond to the caffeine in coffee. Essentially, the more regularly you consume coffee, the less sensitive you become to its effects. And this is where the timing of your coffee consumption comes into play. If you're sipping on your morning cuppa immediately after waking, your body might not be getting the best caffeine boost it could. So if you're reaching for your coffee mug the moment you wake up, you might want to rethink that. Ever wondered why that first cup of coffee doesn't always hit the spot? Well, here's a little science for you. Our bodies are quite the chemists, and they build up a tolerance to caffeine over time. This tolerance can dampen the stimulant's effects, turning that once magical brew into a mere morning ritual. Here's where timing comes into play. Our bodies produce a hormone called cortisol, which naturally peaks about an hour after we wake up. It's like our body's own natural caffeine. So if you're guzzling down your first cup as soon as you roll out of bed, you're not getting the full bang for your buck. Instead, try waiting until your cortisol levels start to dip before reaching for that coffee pot. This could be an hour or so after waking up. By doing this, you're complementing, not competing with, your body's natural energy rhythms. So, timing your caffeine intake can be a game changer for your daily energy levels. And what about that last cup of coffee for the day? Let's dive right into it. It's crucial to understand that while our beloved coffee can be an invigorating companion throughout the day, it can also play the part of a sleep thief if not timed properly. This is due to the half-life of caffeine, which is typically around 5 to 6 hours. This means that half the caffeine from your afternoon cuppa is still circulating in your system as evening falls. So, how can we avoid this potential disruption to our sleep? A good rule of thumb is to have your last cup of coffee no later than early afternoon. This gives the caffeine ample time to work its magic before gradually leaving your system so you can transition into a peaceful night's sleep. Just like anything in life, balance is key. Enjoy your coffee, but also respect its power. Remember, that late afternoon cup might just be the villain behind your sleepless nights. So, is coffee a hero or a villain in our daily lives? The answer, as with most things in life, isn't quite black and white. Coffee, in its purest form, can be a delightful and even beneficial part of our daily routine. It's a gentle wake-up call in the morning and a comforting companion during those mid-afternoon slumps. But like any good thing, it's all about balance and timing. Caffeine tolerance can sneak up on us, subtly shifting our daily norms until we're consuming more than we realize. And while a late-day caffeine boost can feel like a lifesaver, it could be quietly sabotaging our sleep. Certain folks, such as those with high blood pressure or sleeping disorders, should consider limiting their coffee intake. It's important to listen to your body and adjust your habits accordingly. Coffee, enjoyed with a sense of timing and an awareness of quantity, can indeed be the hero of your day. Just remember to keep it in check.